this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. The final push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Saints.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
19.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. And the Saints add on to their lead.
The score, Saints.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the
They're going to look to throw.
3rd down and 4.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
The kicker on.
A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll look look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
For the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
At the 34-yard line.
Running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rear view.
And got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
A gain of 59.
It's a big play there for the Saints. 59 yards. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
The kicker on
From 21 yards away. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Saints 28, Panthers 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now a dump off here complete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Soto. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Saints 28, Panthers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Out of the gun now on third down. Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, and that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints 17-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And 4.
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Over the middle, complete. It's Soto. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from the offense there. First down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Saints 28, Panthers 26.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Number 22. Taken down at the 43-yard line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Soto.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints 30.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he